farewell, huh? Let me open up my speech here. Well, Shabbat Shalom, my friends. Well, look here, Mom. Hey, Mom, where are you? I finally have an audience. Hang on 1 sec. Where's my camera? This is a photo op I can't miss. You'll all see these on Facebook later, too. Perfect. My phone. I'm just a mess up here, I know. So, no, in all seriousness, as we give our final farewell to the staff, to the teachers, and most importantly, to this graduating senior class. We must pause and reflect on the cacophony, Mr. Brown, of high school we've called home for the past 4 years. For this has been the ending stretch in the day-to-day state-mandated schooling required for us youngsters. Some of you took it as just that, and did what you had to do to graduate, but others took it a little farther, and some yet a lot farther. Our valedictorians, Michelle Shin and Radhika Marvin, congratulations, ladies. No matter the case, you all have done it. Only now to sit here in these uncomfortable chairs and have your family watch an even more uncomfortable ones. So out of respect for you and your loved ones' derriere, I will make this farewell speech one of quality and not quantity. Excuse me. Yeah, that's right. Unlike most of the work that we have had to do in high school, which seems to be all based on quantity. To the MUSD Board of Education, may Yucca High enjoy many more years of peace and prosperity with you. To the staff, thank you for your tireless efforts in improving this fine school. To the administration, Ms. Rigdon, you have been an awesome help to the associate student body this year. Let's hope next year's group will be a little less nerve-wracking. Mr. Ruggiero, from one big man to the other, make sure that the Restaurant 2 class has a mic menu next year. I mean, they've got 2 periods to cook. I'm sure they can cook something big enough for you. And of course, Principal Carl Phillips. What can I say about the man? He truly is a legend. Basically, if you took Theodore Roosevelt, Gunny R. Lee Ermey, and Dumbledore, mashed them all together and watered it thoroughly, you will get Mr. Principal Phillips. Again, you are a true legend, sir, and it was an honor to mirror you for one of my many play roles this year. And now to the teachers. Mrs. Finkston, thank you for making my first 2 years of high school, well, interesting and enlightening. And I swear I won't ever use a dead word again. I promise. Mr. Franks, merci pour tant d'aimerez-vous souvent. Vous avez vraiment été une inspiration pour moi. Tell me if that was correct after the ceremony. Though you're not here, Mr. Downing, thank you for one of the best... Yeah, Mr. Downing, thank you for one of the best characters I could have ever used in an improv skit. A little impersonation, may Andrew Jackson forever roast in the everlasting flames. Mr. Barrett, your skill and creativity with music is uncanny. I look forward to what you will do next year. Maybe a little tribute to the Beatles. I don't know, just saying. Mr. Hamilton? Mr. Hamilton, I've got one question for you. Where the heck is my Porsche? I still have not gotten that thing. And I applied a little bit of your advice to this very speech. When you can only find 200 things wrong with what you're working on, you know you're done. So that goes out to you. So, Mr. Brown? Oh boy, Mr. Brown. I know I wasn't the best student in your class, but you know that every time I came into your classroom, I put a big old smile on your face. Or maybe it was just because you knew I was one day closer to getting out of here. I don't know, I haven't been able to figure that one out. To the math and PE departments, I swear it's not you, it's me.
Evans. Woo!
Mr. Evans, this man is truly a genius. It kills me to have only had him for one semester. But I promise, when I become President of the United States, you will be my first pick as my economic advisor. That is if you want the job, of course. I know teaching pays better, but... And finally, Mr. Scott Coach Phillips. Scott, I can call you that now, by the way. You truly have become a person that I look up to over this past year. We've had our disagreements and our butting of heads, but I really think that we took this campus by storm. And none of the amazing things that have happened our senior year would have happened had it not been for you. I am not only fortunate to call you my acting coach, my activities director, or my teacher for 4 periods, but I am most fortunate to call you my friend and mentor. All right, enough sap. And now lastly to my senior class. Welcome to the end of the beginning and to the beginning of the rest of our lives. This moment, this very short yet powerful moment we call graduation, is not just some ceremony with flowers, hats, and funny robes. No, it's much, much more than that. My paper's upside down. The tradition is the culmination of not only your hard work poured into high school, but the dedication to the work placed in front of us over 13 long years. For most of us, this is not the end, no? For most of us, this is just yet another stepping stone on the path to becoming something great. On the path to shaping and creating the life that we dream of at night. Fellow seniors, to the shock and sometimes disapproval of our parents and generations before them, we are the future. It is up to us to decide the path that this country will take. And I can tell you what, looking out at all of you right now, we are making some pretty good decisions. From the inside jokes like the John Wayne and my messing up the pledge on the first day, to the clubs and classes like Key Club and NHS and ASB, to the petty bickers that only strengthen friendships in the end, we are one of the closest senior classes this school has ever seen. And that says something about us. We're different, we're unique, and we're going to show this world a thing or two. So I end this brutal, nonsensical yammer of a speech on this note. Guys and gals of the class of 2011, go out into this world and discover. Discover what you like and what you don't like, what path makes you happy, and lastly, take the advice of others. Listen to them, especially to the ones who have been there and done that. But do yourself one better, and don't live only in the ways they want. The time has come to take your life into your own hands. Jump out of the nest and tell me at our 40th high school reunion how you landed on your feet and not your, well, you know. All right, that's just about enough for me for one night. So it has been an honor and a privilege to call myself your Associate Student Body President this year. You've made me proud to have had this title. And congratulations, my class of 2011. We are Trojans, we are friends, and we are the future. Thank you.